Hello YouTube, this is my first time in front of the camera. Kind of shy when it comes to the camera, so excuse me if I'm a little nervous or jittery or whatever on film. I've waited 3 weeks to get a package. It's finally come from England, and I figured I'd open it up and show you guys. It's a package that I've thought long and hard about starting this system, but you know, it's I don't know. I wanted the system a certain way, to look a certain way, and to be a certain way, and I felt that having to order it from people who did this kind of work was the best way to go about it. There's probably cheaper and easier ways to go. This is just the way I felt like I needed to do it. Anyway, struggling a little bit to get it open, excuse me. Thought the tape was all. Let's see. Okay, two packages inside of it. First one. Anyone want to take a guess? Awesome. The PC Engine. I've really wanted to do Turbografx games, and I felt that getting a PC Engine was the best way to go about doing it. It is region modded to play both American and Japanese games. I didn't want to get a Turbografx and mod it because I felt that, you know, I don't want this honking thing on my TV and entertainment stuff. I already have, you know, probably 10, 12 systems hooked up at once, and don't really need something, you know, 2.5 times the size on the TV when I could get one that was, you know, half the size and mod it to play what I want. I'm sure a couple people might ask, why didn't I get a Turbo Duo? I'm not counting out getting a CD add-on with the interface unit, but I figured that starting off small, you know, trying the hue cards on the Japanese and American games is probably the way I want to go at the beginning. The white PC Engine also has RF out, but this one has also been modified to do composite. I always get composite component flipped, but it's composite, the red, yellow, and white out. That way I don't have to worry about RF. I could have got it done to a core, but this was what was offered with the mod that I wanted. It also has a color enhancer to give you sharper colors. It's a very basic system. It doesn't have an LED, it just has the slide over light, and when it slides over, it locks the cartridge in, and there's a sticker on it that shows you when it's lit. Now, this one, obviously, the sticker, you know, over the years has dried up and fallen off, but that's fine. I don't really mind. On the back is the expansion port, which sits 2 of the CD units. So the CD unit would sit here, and the PC Engine would sit here, and the CD unit would sit beside it, the same size. And the interchange unit, the interface unit, excuse me, the interface unit is able to save games and also allows composite out of that. So, you know, if you have a white RF unit, you don't have to worry about it. You can just use the composite on the back of that. And the other bonus is it also uses 1 power cable instead of the Sega Genesis and Sega Genesis CD combo, which requires 2 power bricks out. So I'm really excited to get my system. Looks nice. It's not a yellow faded one. That's one thing they said. I wish it did come with the orange. It came with like a reddish or orange cover on the back, I have to be honest. I wish it did have that. I was under the impression it did, and it was a little cleaner, but overall the system, without powering it up, or just, you know, first impressions, does look really nice and clean. So let's see what else I have here. Here's the power unit. It has a little modular piece that sticks on it for being American. You can also buy it with other countries, so it's pretty standard stuff there. Here's the AV cable out for it. Again, pretty standard. It uses the same pin as a Sega Genesis 2, so which is nice, but it's really good having it all set up here. And lastly, I was able to get the controller. I did request that the controller had the turbo buttons. They were going to send me one that did not have the turbo buttons. When it first was released, it had just the 2 regular buttons, the D-pad, and the run and select button, which run is the play button. It's very similar in size and style to the Nintendo controller, which I just have happen sitting right here beside me, which so you can get an idea of the size comparison. Yeah, they're very similar in size and everything, but the buttons are very nice. They feel nice and springy like the NES buttons, so excited to give it a try. The only thing that I heard about, and I can see might be a slight issue, is the power cord. The controller cord. That's it. It looks to be 3.5 feet long. It's really short. So I will have to invest in an extension cord. But the other thing I wanted to show you was the size of this machine. It's very small. There's my hand. Another way of showing it is there's 3 games for the system. You know, when shown, it's very small, which is nice. Again, it will take up less space on my shelf. So I was able to get a few games for the system already. I was able to get Keith Courage, Bonk's Adventure, which is nice, Blazing Lasers, which is cool. Victory Run, I scored for like $3 off a nice member of one of the boards I'm on. Military Madness, which is kind of cool. R-Type. This is a game called Jimu Denshu Yaka. It's kind of like a Space Harrier, but with the ninja guy running towards the screen. I hear it's kind of okay, but I only paid a few bucks for it. It didn't have a inside label, so I just kind of hand wrote a little something for my shelf. Dungeon Explorer, which I hear real good things about. I actually have it for the Sega CD, so I'm excited. And lastly, oh no, this is Fire Pro Wrestling 3. Again, didn't come with the end label, so I hand wrote it. And the Ken and Denshi, Ken and, what's his name? The Ken system, I can't remember it. Kato and Ken, I apologize. So anyway, those are the games. They load up real simple here in the front. You slide it over, and it locks into place. So that's the system I've gotten. I have about 5 or 6 other games that are on their way, but I'm excited to give it a try, and you will see a video or 2 coming up from the PC Engine / Turbografx 16. So thanks for watching. Hope that you guys will come back, and hopefully I can do more videos in front of the camera. Thank you, and see you later.